Well, hi everyone. I'm Joe Retlin with a triple review of the New Japan Together special, New Japan Cup Night 1, and New Japan Cup Night 2. I would like to apologize for not having these shows up individually and soon after the shows went live, but guys, I've been very busy, I've been very run down. Don't worry, I am good, but I just needed to sleep in, and I figured, okay, I'll just take these 3 shows, put them in one review, and send it out to you all. I, for one, am glad that New Japan Pro Wrestling is back. It just has been, it's been sorely missed, and I'm glad they're taking the necessary precautions, and they're doing what they can to provide us with some great content. The New Japan Cup Tournament is off to a great start, even with a couple matches that maybe weren't all that good. So since I have 16 matches to talk about, you'll forgive me if some of the finer details aren't exactly gone over, but I will say it's just great to have New Japan back. It really is. And all 3 of these shows were very fun. There was one particular match that really stood out to me. I wonder if you can guess which one that is. So, starts with the New Japan Together special, memories of the crowds and the towns with words of inspiration, and then, little videos from the fans. This was a very nice start. And, all the talents come to the ring. Tanahashi says something. I have no idea because I don't speak Japanese, and I did not watch the English, dubbed over version with Kevin Kelly and the like after the, a couple days after the show was done, because I simply don't have time to wait for the English commentary to go up. So I just listen to the Japanese commentary. My God, their enthusiasm is so fucking tremendous. It's so fucking great. But Tana, obviously with words of inspiration, if anybody knows the translation, please leave it in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys. But we have Yota Tsuji versus Gabriel Kidd. Both these young lions are going to be in the New Japan Cup tournament and then subsequently out of the tournament. But this was nice. Some good wrestling and everything. Really, really good work by both these guys. Yota's going to be a star. Kidd's going to be a star in the coming years. And we get some nice slaps and some great strikes. And we get a Boston Crab, that wins it. Yota Tsuji gets the victory as he should have. Honestly, it was a pretty damn good opening match, just with 2 young lions, hungry, wanting to show what they can do. And then we get El Desperado and Kanemaru teaming up to take on Tomohiro Ishii and Yuya Uemura. And it was funny that Despy actually used, Kanemaru's alcohol to sanitize for the match. It was actually pretty funny. Quick start, Yuya and Ishii jump in, it's like, oh, we're going to do this, and then Yuya got destroyed for a bit. Ishii did do some stuff, but did get targeted a little bit to hype up him versus Despy on the next night. Yuya does get back in, and then he taps out to the stretch muffler soon after. And then we get Hanma, Goto, Yoshihashi, and Yano versus Taiji Ishimori, Yujiro, Takahashi, Jado, and Gato. I understand that they are running with, less people due to the fact that some of the outside talents can't get in there due to other obligations and travel restrictions. Jado and Gato should have not been in the ring. But I get why they're there, and you get the typical BS there. You get Yano antics and stuff like that. And so Hanma, Hanma's also somebody that needs to hang it up soon. He beat his body up so much doing deathmatch wrestling. I don't know. The commentary did pop for the Kokeshi. That was actually pretty good. Pimp Juice, 1, 2, 3, and Yujiro gets victory for his team. And then commentary kills time for sanitation. This would be a recurring theme through all 3 of the shows, which is good. It's good. They sanitize the mat and make sure that they take care of the staff and the wrestlers, and that's all good. We then get Evil and Sonata and Bushi versus Taguchi, Tenzan, and Kojima. Now, I figured that LIJ would win this. I was wrong. There was, antics mixed with some good wrestling, as you would expect here. LIJ, as a faction, they use the numbers advantage better than any faction out there. At least in my personal opinion, whenever they're involved in multi-man matches like this. The ankle lock taps Bushi. Okay, cool. That was a bit shocking. I actually would have thought that Kojima might have taken the pin or whatever, but it was what it was. And, yeah, then we get, we get, there's just, this next match, it was to mainly hype up Suzuki and Nagata. It was Tanahashi, Ibushi, Nagata, and Togi Makabe versus Suzuki, Taichi, Zack Sabre Jr., and Doki. And Suzuki-gun jumping the bell, I know, shocking. I didn't expect it either. And Suzuki and Nagata basically just take each other out. They're just beating the shit out of each other. We get, the outside action and all that. We get Doki with his stick appearing. But in the end, King Kong knee drop, it pins Doki. And then Suzuki beats up a young lion. That's pretty much it right there. So far, the show's actually not that bad. It's a typical, Road 2 show, but it's just nice to see the action back. It really is. So, Okada, Sho, and Yo versus Tetsuya Naito, Shingo Takagi, and Hiromu Takahashi. Had a big fight feel, the Okada Naito history and the fact that Shingo and, all these guys, well, except Naito, are going to be involved in the New Japan Cup tournament. A lot of nice teasers for future matches, and Okada and Hiromu with some pretty good action there. Destino pins Yo. There we go. There we go, if you will. And then Hiromu and Naito kind of do the fist bump thing after Hiromu teases leaving. And Shingo's like, nope, you know what? Fuck the lot of you. I'm out here to win the whole damn thing. That's pretty much it right there. So, we start with the New Japan Cup proper. Now, the next two shows here are 5 matches, and I'm not going to have to overanalyze too many of these things. I would love to know what your favorite match of these 2 nights of New Japan Cup is, or at least was, or what your favorite couple matches were. Because night 1 was fun. Night 2 just had that really, really good match. So, night 1, Tsuji versus Togi Makabe. I had Tsuji winning this because I'm stupid. Makabe won, though Yoda did have a really good showing. He had a really, really good showing here. There were some nice Boston Crab spots, and then just really, really good stuff. But, of course, Makabe did get the victory. I was stupid for picking Yota, but it is what it is. We then get Jado with Yujiro and Gato versus Yano, and it's nothing but antics, and eventually a low blow, Jado gets pinned. And I know Jado and Gato are a great team, or were a great team and everything, especially in the junior heavyweight division, but just, no. Watching Jado move around the ring made me sad. And he beat up his body for years. But, yeah, Yano wins, as he should have. Suzuki, ZSJ, Kanemaru, and Taiji versus Tanahashi, Ibushi, Nagata, and Yujiro. I wonder who took the pin. Yeah, I think you can figure it out here. Tag title match preview with Taichi and ZSJ versus Tanahashi and Ibushi. I'm not going to lie to you. I totally forget usually who the tag team champions are. Not that they aren't talented, but Gato doesn't give 2 flying fucks about the junior heavyweight and the heavyweight tag team divisions, and it's actually kind of annoying. Hopefully once, all this stuff settles down, they get crowds back and everything and get the booking back on track, we can get, pardon me, we can get, some good tag team division feuds, because I'm kind of getting sick of how they've been neglected in the last couple years. Guerrillas of Destiny and other teams have been great as champions. They need to do some shit. Anyway, Yuya and Suzuki, they have a nice little battle at the end. We get the bottle to the head, the alcohol not spit, which is a good move, and the Gotch pile driver 1, 2, 3. And Suzuki and Nagata brawl afterwards, and we get teases like, Zack Sabre Jr. talking to Ibushi and everything, trying to antagonize him. Then the announcers kill time for sanitation. Hiromu versus Hanma. I recognize that Hanma wants to keep wrestling. Hanma should not keep wrestling. Hanma did what he could. Hiromu obviously should have won this. This should have been over in at least, it should have been 2/3 as long as it was. And I recognize it. Hanma wants to, this didn't work for me. It didn't work for me, dog. Just didn't work for me. He did hit some Kokashis, but, DVD on the apron. Why would Hanma do that? Why would Hiromu do that? I just don't fucking get it. Time bomb for 3. There we go. After the Kokashi Barrage, easy for me to say, Hiromu gets the victory. Then Ishii versus El Desperado. This was good. Interesting mixed styles. Junior heavyweight versus heavyweight. And Ishii, the man with no neck and the man with, freaking cannon fire in his legs. He does sell his knee, I hope. I was a little bit worried that he might have been legit injured, but he is that good at selling. Some heavy strikes, some great submission trading. That was really, really good. Really nice sequence of submissions. It seemed, they had exposed turnbuckle stuff. It seemed like, oh no, Despy might get the victory. Nope. In the end, vertical drop brainbuster 1, 2, 3. So that's your lot on night 1. Now we get to night 2 that I just watched a bit ago. Gabriel Kidd versus Taiji Ishimori. First round match. Nice wrestling. I think Gabriel Kidd is going to be a star. I think he is quite good. But Ishimori, the guy is just, speed and muscle just packed in and everything. And the guy is really fucking good. He is really, really good. And the Boston Crab catch by Kidd was beautiful. That was some good stuff. But the LeBell Lock taps him out. And Kidd had a good showing here. Ishimori got the victory. We'll probably lose in the next round. I'm trying to remember the tournament bracket. I actually have it somewhere in my room and just totally forgot. But yeah, I got this one right. And then we have Yuya Uemura versus Kanemaru. Yuya starts quick and attacks, and everything, and does some really good stuff. But then Kanemaru takes it outside, does the stomp, the thing where he steps up on the guy and does the stomp, off the barricade. He needs to stop doing that because he slipped. And I recognize wrestling is dangerous, but that could have fucking been disastrous. It's not like he shattered his leg, but it's just maybe don't do that. It just didn't look. It didn't look like great. But again, botches happen. I just hope he's okay. Yuya does, come back, but he gets cut off. Bottle usage attempt. Oh no, the referee stops that. And then Deep Impact 1, 2, 3. So there we go. Yuya had a good showing. Kanemaru no doubt had to win. We then get Evil, Sanada, Bushi, and Shingo versus Sho, Yo, Yoshihashi, and Goto. Mainly cup hype. We get a nice chop fest between Shingo and Yoshihashi. Sho and Shingo, which they were at... Did they face off in the first day of the Best Super Juniors last year? Because I know they faced off, and I remember the match being absolutely fucking fantastic, but I'm sorry, all the wrestling that I review kind of, gets all sandwiched together and everything. It gets a little bit dicey to me. But this was a fun 8-man tag, great multi-man spots, some really, really good stuff, and the GTR pins Bushi. Poor Bushi just can't catch a fucking break. He just can't catch a fucking break at all. He's always there to take pins. He's got great masks. He's got a great look. He's got, a good offense, but just, it is what it is. And now we get to where I really, really praise something. Suzuki versus Nagato. This was fucking fantastic. This is on my favorite matches of the year list. I'm going to write this down on, papers that I have for my favorite matches of the year in various promotions. This is fucking fantastic. I fucking love it. I absolutely fucking love this. It's Yuji Nagata and Minoru Suzuki. 2 50-plus-year-old guys beating the absolute piss out of each other. Two of the toughest guys in wrestling. This is just fan-fucking-tastic. It was great. It was fucking great. They beat the hell out of each other. There were chairs. There were strikes. There was stuff where Nagata got busted. I believe his mouth was bleeding, or he bit his lip or something. It was gruesome, but in a way where it's like, okay, they're really beating each other. They were so red. They were as red as this part of my shirt. I mean, as opposed to the most red part of my wall back there. But anyway, this was fucking amazing. This was absolutely fucking amazing. The tons of slaps, the chops. What surprised me is I had Minoru Suzuki winning this. And this was a bracket buster right here. I'm not even mad. I mean, I just do the bracket stuff for fun. And by the way, thanks guys for checking out my New Japan Cup predictions. You can still check that out if you want. But this was just fucking terrific. Yuji Nagata does the backtrap suplex. 1, 2, 3. When he did that, my mouth literally dropped. I was like, oh. And it's not that I don't think Nagata has, doesn't deserve to be in the tournament and doesn't deserve to advance. I'm just surprised they didn't have Suzuki go over to have Suzuki face Okada. But okay, Nagata versus Okada, Nakata, if you will, are going to face off for the first time in the New Japan Cup in 5 years, I believe. Chris Charlton tweeted that out, which is really, really cool. This match, fucking fantastic. If anything beats this match in the first round, maybe with the exception of Zack Sabre Jr. and Kota Ibushi, I don't know if I can see anything else doing it. I'm not saying that the talents won't try hard, but it's also nice we're getting a bit of a break, and the next show is going to be on Monday. This was great, though, and also I'm going to address, just before I go on, this match, fucking fantastic, Nagata winning. Before I get to the main event, I do want to say, if I have to sandwich some of these reviews together, I do apologize. I am still resting and trying to, get my head right and everything, and basically just take care of myself. Don't worry, I am good, but I do apologize in advance if I have to have, multi-show reviews for this tournament until they get back onto their full touring method, which probably will be sometime in the fall for the G1 and everything. But that's just what I wanted to say right here. So, we have Okada and Gato. I don't know why this went over 10 minutes. I get it. They're running on a limited staff, but the Okada-Gato thing, where Gato had his sudden but inevitable betrayal of Okada, this did not need to go 10 minutes. Gato was just doing... This also shouldn't have main evented. Suzuki versus Nagata should have main evented. And it ends with Okada doing a Cobra Clutch and $1 Million Dream, sitting down, and gets Gato to tap out. This really wasn't all that good. I mean, and I gotta be critical. I gotta be fair. As much as I love New Japan, and it's great because they'll take breaks between their tours. I mean, even before this pandemic hit, they'll do that, and it will make, absence makes the heart grow fonder, or abstinence. I have no idea. But this was an example where they should have flipped it. They should have had Nagato and Suzuki close it. Okada is a franchise. And I get why they did it, but he should have not been main eventing here. Because Gato should not have been main eventing is basically what the deal is. But I get it. Okada wins, and there we go. So it is what it is. I'm happy with the cup so far. I'm happy that the New Japan Together special was good, and it was just nice to be able to watch some New Japan Pro Wrestling. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Retlin. I'll see you soon.